Toby and Kate McCartney. NLP Training. The NLP Communication Model, or Epistemology as it's sometimes known. The NLP Communication Model really describes how we represent or represent our external world. Around us at any one time there are billions of bits of information that we take into our brains. We have 5 main senses to take this information through: our visual, so our sight; our auditory, so our hearing; our kinesthetic, so our feelings or touch; our olfactory, which are our smells; and our gustatory or gustatory, depends where in the world you're from. These are our tastes. And these 5 senses that we have are working for us all of the time, taking in information. But very much like a computer, our brain must filter the information that comes in. Like a computer, if we put too much software onto that computer, the computer crashes. It has too much information. Our brain has a built-in filter, or series of filters. The first thing it does is it deletes, distorts, and generalizes the information that comes into it. Take a look around this room and notice all of the things in the room that are red in colour. Notice as many as you can. Focus on all of the red things in the room. And now if I asked you to close your eyes and think of all the blue things in the room, it's likely that you've deleted many of the blue things in the room because, of course, you've focused in on all of the red things. The first filter's in play. You've deleted many of the blue things in the room. And like a game of Chinese whispers, if we have 100 people in a room and we whisper something to someone at the beginning, and it goes all around the room to the very end, it's likely that whatever we whispered in the beginning will be markedly different from what comes out at the other side. We distort information all of the time. We also generalize information. You generalize your name to be exactly the same as it was yesterday. You don't have to relearn what your name is every day. You generalize it to be the same. We generalize many things in our world. The words that we hear, the thoughts that we have. After we've deleted, distorted, and generalized the information that comes in, we have a further set of filters. Our language filters, words like success. Now, success means something very different to each one of us. Success for me when I worked in a company meant that I would leave at 4:30. But for my boss, success meant to earn more money. We all have different memories. Even if we're in the same situation at the same time, our memories of that situation could be very different. We all run different programs. From brushing our teeth to tying our shoelaces, everything we do has some sort of program or strategy attached to it. And we all have different values and beliefs. And in NLP, we talk about limiting beliefs. Those beliefs that stop us achieving the goals and dreams that we come up with. The reasons we're not where we want to be, or doing the things that we want to do. The beliefs like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not the type of person to, or I can't do that. Those limiting beliefs that often rule our lives. Even our attitudes are a filter. We have different attitudes to different situations, and those attitudes can determine what our behaviours are like. After we've filtered the information that comes in through our deletion, distortion, and generalization, and further set of filters, only at that point do we create what we call an internal representation. That is a picture, sound, or feeling in our mind of whatever it is we're looking at, listening to, or feeling, smelling, or tasting. those internal representations have a direct impact on our emotions, or state, as we call it in NLP. If we can change those internal representations, we can change the way that we feel about certain situations. If you want to change your behavior, you can simply change your state. If you want to change your state, you can change your internal representations, and your internal representations can be changed very easily through your physiology. If you want to change your filters, you can change your projections, how you project onto the world. Your projections will have a direct impact on others' perceptions, and that can only change the situations you go into. If you change your projections, you will change your external events. This describes, in a nutshell, the NLP Communication Model, the way that we think, the way that we behave. And NLP helps us to create change on all of these levels. It helps us to change our filters. It helps us to manipulate those internal representations, which of course have a direct impact on the way that we feel about the world around us.